in court some startling statements.
Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that statements are truthful, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
You're going to jail now. No, you're out of jail now. They're trying to throw Thugger under the bus. That's how I feel. Gunna has been released. He has entered into an Alford plea. Now, what's an Alford plea? Alford plea is a guilty plea in a criminal court whereby a defendant in a criminal case does not admit to the criminal act, and asserts innocence, but admits that the evidence presented by the prosecution would likely to persuade a judge or jury to find a defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. This can be caused by circumstantial evidence and testimony favoring the prosecution and difficulty finding evidence and witnesses that would aid the defense. First he was on Crime Stoppers, now he's on this. We don't know, how long did he try to hold out? What were they doing to him in prison? Was he, what was he doing? Was he in witness protection? Was he in population? It's crazy what is happening, man. And a lot of times, you know, people want to join these organizations and join these situations, but they can't live up to the credibility or live up to the persona that these organizations present in the streets. If you can't do it, don't do it. Don't pick and choose what you use the things for. It worked for you outside, and it worked for you when you needed it to work, and when people had to hold you down, and when they was playing with you, chase you out of malls and all that crazy stuff, when you was going shopping and then YFN and all that crazy stuff. But now you don't know what's going on. You was on that show, Crime Stoppers, and act like you don't know. You act like you was Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles' son put together. You act like you was that, and it's wrong, bro. Now, of course, you got to save yourself. Of course, if you're facing a lot of time and you could think like that, but these guys are not, and I repeat, these guys are not civilians. They sign up for this. They live with this. They utilize these things to their best ability, and then when the porridge gets thick, they want to throw it away instead of sitting down and waiting for it to cool down, or sitting down and adding milk to make it watery. Give me a second. I'm trying to freestyle here, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying what they was doing in the community was right. I'm not saying what they was doing in the community was good or just. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to talk about the principles and morals of what's going on. I'm here to talk about this man. And, you know, to him, he probably did what he had to do. But can he still speak what he speaks about? Can he still represent what he represents about? Can he still, I mean, you know, he made a statement. Let me read his statement. Hold on. First of all, the plea deal sentenced him to 5 years with 1 year to serve in prison. That time was commuted as time served. He would need to complete 500 hours of community service, with 350 of those hours speaking to young men and women in the community about the danger of gangs and gang violence. Okay? I have chosen to end my own RICO case with an Alford plea and end my personal ordeal by publicly acknowledging my association with YSL. An Alford plea in my case is an entry of guilty plea to the one charge against me, which is in my best interest, while at the same time maintaining my innocence toward the same charge. I love and cherish my association with YSL Music and always will. I look at this as an opportunity to get back to my community and educate the young men and women that gang and violence only leads to destruction. You didn't know that before? You didn't know that before? Oh, it just hits you because of the RICO charge. Now, let me just say this. There are two ends of the coins. Now, I'll play devil's advocate with myself. Well, Flip, you haven't been facing 30 years. You haven't been facing your life just changed drastically. You haven't been facing that. That wasn't presented to you, so you don't understand what's going through their mind. Well, my response to you is that I wouldn't put myself in that position. I wouldn't put myself in that position to even feel that way. A lot of times as people, as a community, we want to utilize things to our best advantage. We want to utilize things, and if you can't be used, you're useless. But where's the principles and morals behind these behavior? And then the co-founder is also being released. The co-founder. YSL co-founder Walter Murray has also negotiated a plea deal in the RICO case and was released from jail. Murphy admits to creating YSL with Young Thug in 2012. What? So 6ix9ine just made, like, listen. Who am I to talk? When people can be like, yo, Flip, but you wanted to interview this person and that person. That's true. I did. I wanted to get it firsthand. I'll sit down and talk to anyone to get the knowledge, but I'm going to give them these hard questions. I'm not building friendships. You know, T-Rex and I went at it, and I'm going to put the clip out where T-Rex was checking me. But that's who I am. That's how I do it. That's what I do. That's where I came from. I get calls from Nitty, Webb, ho, because that's what I signed up for in my life. But I had to explain to them that I'm a meteorologist. I'm going to do what I have to do to get the content that I need to get. It's no personal. I'm not having dinner, lunch with these individuals. And at the end of the day, they're still men. It's conversation. I'm not in the streets living a life of craziness, even though my past is different. But you won't catch me putting myself in that position. That's what we need to teach. I'm not going to put myself in that position again. I'm not going to be out there hanging out, smoking weed, riding around. Nah, I'm good. I did it before. I can do it. You can do it. I'm good. I'm not going to look at them, oh, they put work in, so I'm going to ride with them so they can hold me down. No. I'm good. If you rock with me, you want to hold me down, you're going to respect the fact that I don't want to put myself in that position. Some people just live that life. Some people need to be outside with the look, and it needs to be presented as this bravado and macho person. So the perception in the minds of others, like they put in work. Some people need that validation. I don't. So I choose not to. I choose to keep my friends secret. I choose to do secret things. I choose to be a loner. And you can teach other people that. Of course, you can love from a distance and you can love and love, but if a person want to see you really make it and support you, they wouldn't allow you to do certain things. There's some individuals, and even though you don't want to admit it, that just choose the life of crime. That's all they know. That's all they want to do. It makes them sleep at night. It makes them understand life. It makes them feel good, and you can't do nothing. Some people will go back to prison because prison was more comfortable than the streets. They had more power out there. They knew what they was doing out there. And they had more power in there. They knew what they was doing in there. They was comfortable. It was a regimen. They was respected. Let's talk about it. Some people go to prison intentionally. They don't care about their kids. They don't care about their family. They don't care about no one. If you're trying to be in this industry of what we doing, you got to get it together, man. Because it's not okay. Free Young Thug. I'll keep y'all up to date on what's going on. Queens.